Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we do some practice programs in Python. In our previous classes, we have done so many practice examples. Please follow our playlist. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. All these examples will help you a lot in improving your coding skills so that you can easily crack the placement exams. Okay, coming to today's class, this is of third type, means we have to take the question, try to write the code on your own. That is what you have to do. Take the question, try to write the code on your own, then check for the solution. Coming to today's program, so you can visit our website learningmonkey.in and you can take the placement practice tests so that you can easily improve the coding skills. Okay, coming to today's class, this is our question. So wrong connections problem, there are 8 lights are given, wrong connections, some wrong connections has been given to these 8 lights. Because of wrong connections, they are taking the below conditions. So because they made some wrong connections, they are following these conditions. Because of that wrong connections, both left and right light is on or off. Suppose if you take suppose some 8 lights continuously, we are having 8 lights. If you take the third one, the left position will be the second one, the right position will be the fourth light. If both the lights are on, then this light will be off the next day. That is what they are trying to explain. Both light, left and right light is on. So this light will be off the next day if both the left and right light is on. If both the left and right light is off, then also it will be off in the next day. That is what so if both the lights in the left position light and right position light is on or off, then this light will be off in the next day. In the next day it will be off. That is what you have to identify. Otherwise on next day. So that is the conditions, that is how the lights are working. They are given the condition of the lights. If both the lights in the left position light and right position lights, one is on and one is off, then this light will be on in the next day. If both are same, it will be off in the next day. That is what they have given. Anyway, we will take the example. With example you will understand it better. So take the example. What they are trying to ask is the input should be given as number of days, n should be given, and on off positions of 8 lights. We have to take the input of on off positions of 8 lights. So we will place it in a list. On off positions means 0 means off, 1 means on. That is what we have to give, and output should be on off positions of 8 lights after n days. So given n days, suppose n is equal to 5, after 5 days whether the light will be on or off. The first light will be on or off, second light will be on or off, third light will be on or off. That is what you have to output. So coming to the example, and one more conditions for first light. If you take 8 lights, first light, second light, third light, fourth light, so on. For first light, the left position light will not be there. Take it as off. For 8th light, right position light will not be there. So take it as off. So that is the conditions they have given. Take the example. This is our example. So n is equal to 2 means after 2 days what happens, how the lights will be. That is what you have to output. And the input is taken as the first light is 1 means it is on, second light is 1 means on, off, on. This is the input taken from the user and the number of days is taken. What we have to do here, after 2 days, say take this one. So what's the left position light is left position light is off. By default we have to take it as off. It is not there, so consider it as off. What the right position light? On. Off on means next day this light will be on. Okay, take the second light. On both are same, means next day this light will be off. Okay, so take this light, on off, the next day this light will be on, the next day this light will be off. Take this one, off on, the next day light will be on, the next day this light will be off, on, next day this light will be off, on, off, the next day this light will be on. So one day completed, one day, after one day the position of lights will be like this. First light is on, second light is off. So keeps on continue the next day also, because n is equal to 2. If n is equal to 5, you have to continue it for 5 times. This is the output you have to display. After second day, we are not explaining this again. On this, if you apply for the second day the same conditions for the second day, this is the output you will get. Okay, this is what you have to display. Take the question, try to solve it on your own, then check for the solution. Coming to the solution part, it's very easy to write the code, because see, from the first day onwards when we are discussing about Python, we have done some nested loops example. The same way, these nested loops, you have to, if you take the input in the list, you have to move in the list one by one. For that we need a loop, and this should be repeated for 2 days. So nested loops is needed, nested loops are needed. And each time, so suppose if you are looping in the list, this is first position light, second position, third position. So what's the left position light will be? So left position light, j minus 1, j plus 1, j minus 1, j plus 1. If you went to the third position, j minus 1, j minus 1 will be the left position light, j plus 1 will be the right position light. That is what the logic is. It's very simple. Nested loops, loops within the loops. And what are the conditions? Let's check the conditions. What we have to do, we are taking 2 variables. So loop on lights, so number of lights are 8, we have to loop for 8 times. So left position light and right position, we are taking 2 variables. Each time when we are in the loop, based on these 2 values, we have to decide whether we have to take it as on or off. So we have to always check left position light and right position light. If you are looping in first light, if you are in the position of first light, left position light will be 0, default 0. Right position light will be j plus 1th position light, whatever the value is there, we have to take that position. So we'll check the code also for easiness, because we have to give the intuition, we have written the conditions. So else if you are looping in the position of last light, what will left position light is equal to j minus 1 position, right position light is equal to default, take it as 0. Else, if not these 2 conditions, you are in the middle, not in the first light, in the position of first light, not in the position of second, 8th light, last light. If you are in between, what's the left position light? It will be j minus 1th position light is taken as the left position light, j plus 1th position light is taken as the right position light. This is the logic we are using. Checking, now coming to the coding part. See, we are taking days is equal to int input of enter number of days, enter the position of 8 street lights. We are taking a list in order to take the input in the list, and we are taking one more list. Why we need one more list? So the light position in the next day, where you want to save that position, we are saving it in the list 2. After completion of all the values, copy this list 2 into list 1, again repeat it. That's what you have to do. How to copy this list into another list, we already discussed in our previous classes, one of the examples. So that's why we keep on telling, whatever the logics we are completing here in this course, if you are good at those logics, you can easily crack the placement exams. All the placement exam questions are at this level, So simple loops and if statements and simple object oriented concepts. So please practice it multiple times so that you can easily write the code. That is what you have to do. So for Jane, we are taking the logic comes here taking the input, and coming to the logic part. For j in range of 2, range of days, how many values, days value is given? 2 days. So loop within the loop for k in range of 8. Each time when we into the loop, if k is equal to 0, means we are at the first position. So left position light is default 0, right position light is list of 1 of k plus 1th position value is taken as right position light. Same the remaining condition. Else if k is equal to 7, So left position will be k minus 1th position element, right position light is equal to default 0, otherwise else left position light is equal to list 1 of k minus 1, right position light is equal to list 1 of k plus 1. So we have taken the left position light and right position light position values. If both are equal, list 2 of kth position, place it as 0. 0 means next day it will be off. Else list 2 of k is equal to 1, next day it will be on. So after completing this inner loop, we have to copy the list 2. List 2 is copied back to list 1, then continue the next day. So we have to copy the list 2 values to the list 1 and continue. This is what the logic is. So if you want to take the program, take it on. So this is our program. Up to here. So coming to the output part. So this is the output. Enter number of days 2, enter the positions of 8 streetlights 1 1 1 0 1 4 once. And the output is 0 0, whatever the output we done in the example, the same output has been come. So hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.